Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of gassing. We're currently, so right now we're getting fueled up. That is a 250 gallon fuel tank in the back of the Ford. Really need to buy a service truck because it takes up my whole bed. But we're getting some diesel put in her. I got like 200 gallons the other day and then I filled the tractor up, so we still got a little bit of diesel left. Midwest came and took the anhydrous tank off of this. And then I'm going over to we're out of diesel in the tank. Alrighty, so we got all the fuel put in the tractor and everything like that. We're going back to another farm because I didn't have my guidance set correctly on the first like 3 passes, and I left some strips out in the field. So I told the guy that I put the gas on for that I am going to just pay to get the little skips fixed out in this field. It's gonna be like 2 passes and then we're done, so nothing that's really gonna matter. But we're gonna roll out in Little Red here and go on to the next job, next place, and then we might have some more gassing to do here in a day or so. But as of right now, we are completely done gassing. We have no more gassing lined up, so we really need to find some more acres to go do so we can make more money and keep Little Red on the go. But what a great day, what a great time. This field looks so good. All them nice beautiful gas rows. There is a skip over there, but there's also a really big ditch, and I didn't want to go through the big ditch, but end to end she's got a lot of NH3 on her. Absolute boatload of NH3 on her. But well, let's hit the road. Alrighty, so we are currently at the Hill Farm. This farm might look a little bit familiar from last year's videos, but this was my Milo field that I had last year. And we got a little bit of testing going on this year on this farm. So starting at that flag right there, all the way to this flag, these strips right through here are 200 units of ammonium anhydrous. Right here on this strip, there's 2 strips here, all the way over to this flag right down here. These strips right here are 175, and then everything over that way is 155 units of nitrogen per acre. So we're doing a little bit of nitrogen testing on this farm. This is kind of a poor farm due to it's very sandy. It holds good moisture. The dirt's really cold, but it grew good Milo. Well, it had a good plant. We ended up getting a bug in it at the last minute and just wrecked the Milo crop. It ended up being like 25 bushels to the acre, and I wasn't real impressed, but you know, you get what you get sometimes, and you just don't throw a fit. We tried out here, but we're gonna try with the corn crop. My grandpa says that a corn crop up here kind of works out a little better than anything else. We got a road starting in here, which I'll get a mulch finisher or fuel cultivator up here, and we'll fix them problems and get rid of that compaction. And then, alrighty, in this field right down here, this is the bottom field. This is a little bit better dirt. It's still kind of sandy. I didn't get a crop on this field last year. We ran out of seed up top, and then it started raining, and this field likes to stay wet and hold water, so I just didn't even mess with this field last year. I just let it grow up in grass and we baled it off. But this field has 165 units of nitrogen on it, all the way back to that little cove. And then right over here is a mud hole. Actually, quick little story about this mud hole. So last year, whenever we were down here mowing this field, as you can see, it's real ruddy right there. I was coming around with the hay mower. We have a 313, and I just mowed my strip, and I was going over my rows of hay and had the tractor going straight through here. And next thing I know, started sinking, and I buried a 6175R right there. That was my neighbor's, and I was not real impressed. And at that time, I didn't even own a tractor. All I owned was the combine, so it was definitely a lot of fun to get out. And then on the process of getting it out, we got the beautiful Ford here stuck, so that was even more fun. But we got it all pulled out and everything taken care of. This farm's kind of a pain in the butt. 16.6 acres, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt to farm all of this. Just for the fact of you have to drive through a bunch of trees to get to the top, to the bottom. And then over there's another road that goes up to the main road. And the neighbor over there is kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. But it's free farm ground. I don't get charged $1 for rent on this place. So it can be more of a science class. And if I lose money, I lose money. If I make money, I make money. But that's the reason why we have a custom ag business, and that's the reason why I have a full-time job, so then I can do stuff like this and kind of play. But I ran a ag systems anhydrous applicator over here with the closing wheels, so it's all closed up. I need to get a tillage tool on up here and work all these anhydrous rows, because there is not a seed bed up here yet. We need to get our seed bed ready to go, get this whole field ready to go, and yeah, get a corn crop growing. I thought about doing that little field on over there and farming it, but I think I'm gonna wait till after there's a brush pile right there. I think I'm gonna wait until I just get rid of that brush pile, and then we might farm that little piece. It's like not very much at all, probably not even worth it, but it'd make this little field just a little bigger. But let's hit the road, and we got some things to do today and get started for the day.